Which page? Let's see here. Alright, I believe that we are live. And we'll make sure that we have sound and all that other stuff. If I look disheveled, it's because I kind of just woke up. I've been kind of not feeling too well over the last day or two. So let's just make sure that we have sound. And I think we'll be good to go. Good afternoon, how are you? Hello, Kabuki. Chat people, is the boom mic by the fan? Sounds distorted. See, I wonder what's going on with this. How's that? Is that better? Sounds like you're talking inside a plastic tube. Auto is echoey. Alright, hold on. Let's do this. Is that better? Yeah, you're so funny, Kabuki. You just crack me up.
Maybe because it's like a larger area. It's like we have the high ceilings.
It's worse.
Oh.
Hold on. Is it now worse? Sound off. Okay, I just figured out what the problem is. Hold on. Oh. Let me just do this. Apply that. How's that? Is that better? All right, there we go. I think we got it. We're really stupid. I don't know why it does that. All right, I think we've got it. Does it sound crystal clear? It should be crystal clear right now. You know what, Rob? That don't matter. The mic sound like bro. Yeah, the whole thing is that the problem that we were having is some changes were made in here, and while I was away, and now I know it's wrong. So no more wind sound, no more reverb. Sounds clear. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, I made a list of 20 games, and I picked out that I really am hoping to get my hands on at GenCon 2017. Stop spinning. Okay, there we go. No, the fan from the computer is driving me insane. Oh, no. I can't believe I just restarted my computer. That's awesome. I have two computers running. One, because I want to take the list from GenCon from BGG, and that's the one that I'm going off of, because they're the ones that are saying what's going to be released and what's not going to be released. Now, I'm not including anything that is in demos or anything like that. I'm not including anything that... Did she just jump on the door? Okay. All right. It's amazing how the dog acts up the minute I go live.
And I do my nails.
And you do your nails. This is the greatest stream ever. But anyways, getting back to it. Hello, Eric. How are you? Are these games you want to play or buy? Games that I want to pick up and play, of course. If you buy them, you do want to kind of play them. Out of this list, I went through and I tried to confirm with as many publishers as I could what's going to be released. Now, of course, they have that's going to be there is Rising Sun, but it's going to be there in demo form, and I think they're only giving away maybe 10 of them. They're going to have 10 early copies of it. So I'm not counting games like that. A massive. Oh God, what the heck is it? The dungeon game that they're also going to be running, and Green Horde, they're showing supposed demos of, but I'm not excited about that because if I can't get my hands on it, I don't care. Because I've always had this thing, if it's within a month, I get excited about a game. If it's 7 or 8 months, well, to me, it's unattainable. So I really don't add it to a list that I want to go see at GenCon. I mean, I don't mind seeing it and learning a little bit more about it, but I am not going to be killing myself over it. What's that? Oh. So, I can't believe this computer is still rebooting. Well, anyways, here's a couple that missed the list for me, just barely. So, this is the top 20, and I'm going to do the entire top 20 today. And getting Windows ready. Don't turn off your computer. That's awesome. Unbelievable. So, I'm just going to downsize over here, and I will do the same thing over here until the other computer comes up. Can't believe I hit a button that I shouldn't have. So you can follow along, and we're going to go over all the actual games that are going to come out. I'll answer your questions as I can. Oh, now, of course, it's restarting, which is perfect. All right, let's make sure that we have everybody in here. Okay, there we go. And that's the end of our problem. So I'm in focus. I have everything. Sounds good. Just making some adjustments. I thought our thing was kind of was doing a little skip last night. So I tried to make some adjustments. If anybody watched the Tecmo Bowl game, which me and Mike had a great time at, and it really was kind of skippy. Before we really get going, I want to make sure that anybody that had participated in the Mugala Invaders contest, just send your email, send one picture, and at GenCon, I've made an arrangement with a publisher that you all are going to win something. So congratulations to everybody that did their work on Mugala. I think you're really going to like what you're going to get. But unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a month until we get it. So it's just one of those things. But it's something special. I think you guys will enjoy it. And it kind of fits everything that we're doing. Ah, there we go. And it pops right back on the page that I needed to. Thank you. All right, so let's get this going because I went 9 minutes and 11 seconds in. So, Leland, if you can mark that 9 minutes and 11 seconds is where everything starts, the countdown. We're going to go through each company. I'm going to roll through the companies, and then I'm going to tell you which ones are on my top 20 and which ones aren't on my top 20. First of all is Adam's Apples Games. They're doing truck off the food frenzy. I have no interest in it. Second is ADC Blackfire Entertainment. They're doing King's Will. I kind of was interested. This fell off the list. I don't think at $59 for this. It's farming industry, medieval stuff. Medieval and territory building. I'm kind of interested in this. I need to learn more about it. It's supposed to be released at GenCon. It is part of the Queen Games, so I am kind of excited about it. I was going to do, okay, I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything. So I am looking forward to that, but that falls outside my top 20. AEG Custom Heroes I was kind of interested in. Cutthroat Kingdoms I kind of bypassed, didn't make it. Lovecraft Letter, which is basically Love Letter with Cthulhu. I think Batman's the best, so we kind of skipped over that. Oath of the Brotherhood. I passed on that one too, even though it's a pirate game. I'm really interested. It was out at Origins. I just didn't go crazy over it. I'm going to skip some of these smaller companies, and we are going to get into some of the games that more. Okay, Arcade Wonders. Sheriff of Nottingham Merry Men. That is a game that did not fall in my top 20. It's going to be there in limited qualities at GenCon. But the thing was that when we play it and we play it with 4 players, it really is a dead game for us. I don't know why. They like it, but it just doesn't work with the kids for some reason. Viral. I got to look at this at the board game at Origins when I was with the Dice Tower. It was really interesting. I actually did the interview for this. I kind of liked it, but it wasn't something in my wheelhouse. So while it looks like a good game and it's going to be at Gen Con, I really kind of skipped over it. A good price at $50. Asmodee. More time stories. We haven't even started the first bunch. You can go over the list, the board game on Board Game Geek. Leland's giving you the list. This was Rob is looking at. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Going down the line now. Here's a game that just missed. 1750 Britain versus France. I'm interested in it. It's an Age of Reason game and a war game, so of course I'm very interested in it. But it still fell out of the top 20. Will I get it? Yeah, probably. But it doesn't make my top 20 games that I have to have. Moving on, the Palace of Mad King Ludwig. That is supposed to be there. I kind of not. It just didn't. We have the first one. We thought it was okay. We kind of went out. It kind of fell outside the top 20. Werewords. This is a big party game from Bezier Games. It's actually going to be there. Another game that kind of just doesn't fit into our wheelhouse. Whistle Stop is going to debut at Gen Con. Now this, I can tell you, is one that just missed. I'd say it's in my top 25. I'm interested in it. I do like the train game series. I really think that it's going to be a good game. Action point system, allowance system, pickup and delivery, stock holding, tile placement. It sounds like it has all the things. I need to see more, but it's not something I'm going to be knocking everybody down for. There are other things on the list that I am just really kind of interested in. Photosynthesis, that is coming out from Blue Orange Games. Kind of on the fence about this one. Believe me, there's ones that I'm interested in. It's just a matter of us getting to them. I'm going to...
No. Bella, no.
I'm going to kill the dogs, of course. I mean, what would a stream be without my dogs going off? So, Calliope Games. Again, they didn't have anything that really hit my fancy. Capstone Games. I was really kind of the story of Cold Trade. The rule. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. $60. It's an economic games. Janice is a big economic fan. I'm going to take a little harder look at this, but it definitely didn't fit into what I was looking into. Giga Robo. It's available for demo, so it kind of fell off the thing. The Catan games I skipped over. And, of course, Gloomhaven won't arrive in time. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Victoria, can you give me my water over there? Thank you. The actual game won't arrive in time. I do have Gloomhaven, but a game that did make the list. Oh, thank you. It stinks not feeling well. I blame this on Janice. Werewords fixed insiders, I think. Okay, Bella has to get in on the action, of course. What would it be without Bella? Excuse me for a second. This is why I hesitated at doing this. I tried to get some rest. But Founders of Gloomhaven. I'm really interested in this, and on my list, it came in at number 13. 1 to 4 players, auction bidding. I'm interested in what they're going to do with this. It's set in the Gloomhaven. I'm really enjoying Gloomhaven. I think we would do more Gloomhaven, but I think I don't want to beat it to death. But it will be available for demo at GenCon, from what I heard. Okay, and I asked around that it will be available at GenCon, not just for demos. So that's why it made the list at 13, because I did hear that it was going to be available. Now, whether that is true or not, it would affect this list. About a week before GenCon, I'm going to go back over this list, and we will talk exactly what will be coming and won't be coming. Just scrolling down the list, Simon, of course. Rising Sun, it's available for demo, so it did not make the list. A Song of Ice and Fire, which I'm very excited about, available for demo, will not make it. Green Horde, same thing, so it kind of fell off the radar. Columbia Games is coming out with a game that I'm very interested in, and it really, really looks good, and I'm very excited about. The name of the game, and it's number 50 on the list, but on my list, it's number 6, is Combat Infantry. Okay? It was previously known as Courage. It's a hex and counter game, of course, modular boards, and secret unit deployment, which I really enjoy. I really think, this will be a great game to play. It'll be good for our War and Pieces segment. So this is number 6 on my list as far as games that I really, really I'm looking for. Founders of Gloomhaven is currently on Kickstarter. I know that. But supposedly they're supposed to have some there. So we'll see. Again, this is all what I'm hearing, but it is something that if it's going to be there and I'm able to get one, I'm going to want it, and it fell in at 13. Combat Infantry will make it, so that will make the list. Now, moving on, we are Mistborn House of Wars. This is one of my honorable mentions. I'm really interested in this, but it kind of fell out of the top 20 when I was putting everything together. It's a card game, fantasy, negotiation, and it's based novel based. So I'm kind of interested in this and how this all falls together. It just fell outside. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. We'll see if it falls into, when I get there and I learn more about it. At number 15 is Ghostbusters, the board game too. The first one wasn't that bad. I really enjoyed painting it for someone. It was a lot of fun, and I'm kind of interested to see what they do, and I really would like to get the second one. I think this will be really good. I really thought it was pretty fun. It wasn't one of those games that bowled everybody over, but for me, it fits in at number 15. So I'm kind of looking forward to it right now. Walking Dead No Sanctuary kind of fell out. It's a dice rolling. I think the actual game itself is pretty good. The miniature game is pretty good. We're going to be looking into that. But another Walking Dead game by Cryptozoic, I'm kind of nah. So that just didn't make it for me. So we move on. Check games. Of course, Code Names is coming. Duet will be coming out, but I just don't. It doesn't fit our group, and it doesn't fit what we do. So it did not make it. Moving on, there were a lot of games that kind of I just started looking at, and I just kind of just said no, 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 which I'm kind of shocked this year, because usually by this time you have a good idea of what you want to add to it, but bring in. But there were a lot of things that I just kind of went no. Now, making a debut at Gen Con is Catacombs and Castles. I saw this at Dice Tower Con. It looked interesting enough. It's a dexterity game. We normally like dexterity games. I was kind of iffy about it, because the whole flick 'em up with the kids, where they just went but I think it just kind of might fit, and it might work, especially with Mike. So it's likely to be there for purchase. There's a good chance that it may not make it there, but that's why it just stayed outside the top 20. Mark Street, wow, what a treat to have Mark Street here on my oh my God, I'm speechless. How you doing, Mark? Always good to see you. Catacombs Conquest will be there for demo, so it doesn't matter to me. Catacombs Wyverns of I can't even say it. It's an expansion for the Catacombs 3rd edition. That supposedly will be there. Again, just barely off the radar. My number one game, believe it or not, is a game that I saw at Origins, and the guy brought it out. It's supposed to be there, and it's supposed to make its debut there, and I'm really excited about it. Big Trouble in Little China. Miniatures, all kinds of stuff going on it. It looks great. Big Trouble in Little China is the number one game for me, and on this list, I'm really excited about actually playing that. I'll read these all in order at the very end, and there's a couple are on here that may not be in this list, but I do know that will be there. Now, of course, there's going to be a ton of surprises and little things that may not be on the radar that we'll find and discover at Gen Con. Of course, I'll tape it all and, of course, send it home. But Big Trouble in Little China just really looks like a game that I saw the miniatures for it. I'm really excited about it. It looks like it's a lot of fun, and I think I really think it looks great, and I want to get my hands on it. So that is my number one game. Now, these are not in order. I'm actually going by the list and zooming right through it here. Fantasy Flight, boy, I've been really disappointed with them, except for one thing. What made number 16 on the list is a game that I used to play quite a bit, and that is Legend of the Five Rings, the card game. I'm really looking forward to this. It's a 2-player game. I know it doesn't fit, but I think it'd be fun. It debuts at Gen Con, so I'm going to be all over this. I really want a copy of this, and if I have to stand in line, I got to stand in line. What are you going to do? But I really think that this is going to be, I hope it's close to the original. I really, really, when I really take a look at it. Excuse me first. Okay, I was just checking the chat, making sure that I was still alive and doing what I'm doing. So they're doing an 8-hour tournament the night before. On Thursday, August 17th. Can host up to 700 people. This thing's going to be sold out, so I really want to get my hands on it. So I'm really looking forward to this. Kaiju Crush, you think I would be interested in, but it's only demoing there. So, okay. Let's see. As we're going down the list here, there are a lot of games that are just like Wordsy. I just didn't have an interest in. Fugitive, it wasn't anything that really interested me. Some games from Foxmine. I was kind of iffy with, and we are and my number 19th game actually kind of caught me off guard, and it was something that kind of I didn't expect that I wouldn't kind of want to put in my top 20, but it is a game from FunWiz, and it is called Sports Dice Baseball. It looks like it's a fast-paced baseball game. I think it would be interesting. It's for 2 to 4 players. Plays anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. I kind of like those things. Those kind of interest me a lot. So Sports Dice Baseball is number 19. I really think this might be good. I'm looking for a good baseball game. I haven't found one. We did just find a really great baseball game that you can get at Miniature Market, and that's Techno Bowl. We had a great time with it last night. So now that I feel that I really have the football game down, I really like a great baseball game. And Sports Dice Baseball, it kind of got me excited. Now I do like baseball 2095 or something like that, or 2195, the one by Mike Fitzgerald. I really love that game, but I'm just looking for a pure baseball game, not robots and other things added into it. Did I put this one down? No, this was one of my On My Fence games. And that is, of course, This War Is Mine. I'm just not too sure about it. I heard it was good. A lot of people that have the Kickstarter. A friend of mine, Vernon, has it. I sent Chris from everything. Let me take a look. Are you an HGMS member? I am an HMGS member. And there is a large mini wars in Southern California the 30th. Love to have you at the convention. There's a lot of historical gaming. I would love to go to every gaming I can. Baseball Highlights 2045, by the way, thank you. I would love to go to every convention, but I'll be honest with you. Send me an email and I'll answer you privately. I'll be honest with you, I just can't hit every single one. I wish I could and give you a coverage, but I think I die from all the con crud I catch, which I think I'm suffering from. I'm really on the fence on this. This is right there at 21. So I'm going to bring this in. I heard good things about it. I just need to know more about it. It's an adventure, exploration, negotiation. There's supposed to be some figures in it, which always fits us very, very well. We'll have to see about that one. Kind of on the back burner. As we scroll down and take a look and keep going, and we do keep on going, we move on to page 5 if you're following along. Yeah, still haven't cracked open my copy of this War of Mine. See, that's the problem. That's what I'm afraid of. We really just don't need more stuff piling up that just kind of sits there. But I'm looking at things that I can fit in right away and really get going with, and really kind of turn. There's a lot of kid games this year, which isn't bad, but for me, I don't mind having them come in, but I think it's something I can wait on for when they come released. My idea is to get as much as I can to come in and show it to you guys right away, and stuff that'll be out within the next months or two. I really don't like bringing in stuff that you guys can't get a hold of. I think that's counterintuitive. Yeah, you get to see it ahead of time, but I hate making people wish they had something that they can't get their hands on. That's just me. Edge of Humanity by Golden Egg Games. Another one that I'm kind of torn on. You know, if I did a top 30, this probably would make it. It's a card game, horror, auction, bidding, card drafting. You know, all the really cool things that you want to have in a game. So I really think that would be cool. By the way, Kabuki, thanks for the baseball highlights. You are awesome. My number 2 game is a game that I actually have that we've been putting off to get a little closer to GenCon, because I think this is going to be a big hit. It's from Guerrilla Games. It is Battle Stations. We are actually painting it next week. I'm really excited about this. This is a game, even though I have it, this is a game that is a must at GenCon. It is releasing at GenCon at $100. But when I tell you, you pay $100 and you get a lot of stuff, you're getting an advanced rule book that's about that thick. You're getting a ton of stuff. I mean, this is just absolutely huge. It's got miniatures, a game system. There's so much going on. We can't wait to play this next week. Even though it's 3 weeks out, we were lucky enough to get a copy at Origins. We showed you that we had it, but we put it off because it really debuts at GenCon. So we are building up to our GenCon preview, and we are showing you Battle Stations next week. We're really excited about that. It came in at number 2, and we're really excited about it. Greater than games, nothing really outstanding, but I will tell you there is one thing that is very high on my list. They had a few things that are coming out, but the one that I can't wait and I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping to get both there, that is Fate of the Elder Gods. Richard Launius, as you guys know, a good friend of mine and someone that I love anything that he does. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay. This comes in at number 9. I am really looking forward to this. This is a big game for me. To be in I have to have a copy. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure I get one. There hasn't been a Richard Launius game that I played that I didn't like. Maybe call me a fanboy, whatever. But this, again, a Cthulhu game, but I think he does them the best. He's the one that really got those things going, and I'm really looking forward to it. As we continue onwards, like I said, the rest of the stuff from Greater Than Games, I'm not excited. I'm kind of over the whole Sentinels of the multiverse thing. Greenbrier Games, they're coming out with a game that had made the list at number 14. That is Folklore: The Affliction. Adventure horror miniatures. Need I say any more? It is going to be kicking out at $95 at GenCon. It'll be debuting there, and I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this. It's 90 to 120 minutes, right in my wheelhouse. I think anything by Greenbrier Games has been a home run. I really enjoy everything that they do. Destination Neptune. I kind of went past that a little bit. Guillotine Games, Massive Darkness, that's the one. It's only going to be available for demo there. So, honestly, this would be high on my list, but it says only for demo. I tried to get a hold of Pete Shire and ask him. Honestly, I just just didn't put it down because I just didn't think it was going to be out. They're looking towards November, so I just don't think it's fair to put it on the list if we can't get our hands on it. Moving on, and we're halfway done with the list. We're doing pretty good, and I'm moving pretty good. Trying to keep things moving. IDW. I was kind of on the fence with this one game. It didn't make the list, but I was curious about it. Centipede, the video game. You know, how can you go wrong with that? I guess maybe you can, but I just didn't know enough about it, so I kind of let it go and did not go with it. There's a lot of really kind of neat stuff. Mountains of Madness. It actually is going to take the place of Founders because it is going to debut. So I was going to scratch that in there. Mountains of Madness looks really good. Another Lovecraft game. It's a Rob Davio game. Yeah, he did Seafall, and it was horrible, as everybody says. But everybody makes a bad game, and I think he bounces back with this one really, really well. So let's hope for it because he's a good guy. Eon and the War Eternal. I'm kind of interested in it. It's just outside of my top 20. Delve by Richard Launius and Pete Shirley. I actually have a copy right now. I have this at number 8. We will also be showing this in the weeks to come to GenCon. I got to see this at Dice Tower Con, and I have to tell you, this is really making a hard debut at GenCon. You can't go wrong. I'm glad Pete's involved in this. I think this is a home run, and we're going to take a real good look at this, and I'm very excited about that. It debuts at number 8 on my list. Scrolling down here as we keep going. We go on to page number 7. We're moving along pretty good. See, I was hoping to make this pretty good. Love Centipede, the video game. Curious how the game works. Hey Mario, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, so let's keep going. I always try to check the Cowboy Bebop, the board game. It's available for demo. I think this would be in there. And Dragon Ball Z, the miniature game. I'm really looking forward to that. The kids are hyped up on the new Dragon Ball series and the things that are going on. This would have been in my top 20, but available for demos at GenCon. Again, if we don't know when it's coming out, then I try to keep it off my radar, and that's for sure. As we scroll down ever further, Cosmos. Nothing really. A lot of the exit games I just didn't have an interest in. Not that I don't have an interest in. I just don't think they fit the channel that great. One game that did make the list, if I can find where I put it, or did it just fall off, was Cell Swords. Cell Swords, a newer version is coming out. Cell Swords Olympius. Yes, it just barely fell out. It was at 24. We're going to try to get it. I think that would be actually pretty good. Oh, excuse me. It's tough having a cold. I'm definitely interested in Bebop and Dragon Ball Z. I'm itching to play the exit games. I think Kabuki, I think I have to try them, but until then, I haven't fell into that. That I actually left them off the list. Because I'm not going to be killing myself to get them when I can possibly get 20 other games that I'm really excited about here. There we go. Going down the list here. Wizards Wanted. I really gotta look into it. And it's amazing how these dogs act up when I'm online here. Mom's going to straighten them out. Now, here's one that should be in my top 5, but I researched as much as I possibly could, and unfortunately, the way it turned out, excuse me, my voice is going a little bit, is Fallout Wasteland Warfare. This would be probably number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm really jacked to see this game. You know, dice, fantasy, fighting, horror. Can I go on? The problem here is it's only available for demo at GenCon. There's going to be no copies of it. So, while you can get excited about it, if it's not there and we can't take it home, what the heck is the point? The same thing with The Thing, Affection at the Outpost 31. That's another one that kind of falls out of the wheelhouse, unfortunately. As we continue on here, the Lost Expedition is in the top 30, doesn't make the top 20. Zoo ball, I was actually, it looked cute, and I thought it'd be pretty cool for the girls. That is just outside. Bella being bad.
There's somebody jogging by, so she
Oh, somebody jogged by, so she had to make sure that they knew she was there. Like I said, we very, very much a reality-based TV. Wasteland Express Delivery Service. This fell in at number 10 for me. I really, really am looking forward to this. Just a lot going on here. Action point allowance system, dice rolling, modular boards, pickup and delivery. Just all the things that I think fit that it'd be a lot of fun. I think Secret Labs is my favorite. Rob said it. We are going over the preview list now. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, this one I think would be good. It got showed off at Gamma. They will be having copies available for $80 at GenCon. So that's a home run onto its own. Legendary Creatures. I just didn't get enough of a good feel from it from Gamma, so I kind of left it off the list. And as we move on to page 9 of 13, we are looking, and some of the things that I was kind of shocked at. Peterson Games, they're going to be doing Orcs Must Die, the board game Unchained. That's already been out. I really enjoy that, but again, it's been out for a while, so we're pretty excited about it. One of the games that barely fell off, is Dead of Winter: Warring Colonies. I was kind of on the fence of this. We have Dead of Winter. We have the second Dead of Winter. We haven't played any of it. Unfortunately, it just wasn't something. I'm going to take questions at the end. I know you guys are asking some questions, but we're almost done here, and then I'll take some questions. I'll read off the list in numeric order, but we're just going through the BGG list and talking up what I plan on bringing here, and I think some of the things that you guys will be interested in. Then you guys can ask a bunch of questions, which will be fine, and we'll do pretty good with this. Oh boy, trust trying to get through. Oh, excuse me, my throat. But it's just outside the list there, so we left it off. I just don't think it's going to really spice things up. Cry Havoc: The Aftermath from Portal. The first one I didn't care for. I thought it was okay. A lot of people really liked it. It just didn't do it. One of the ones that First Martian, I haven't heard very good things about it, and I can't believe somebody paid as much as they did at the Dice Tower Con for it. But it was for charity, so I was glad about it. Alien Artifacts made it in at number 12. So I'm really excited about that. I actually got to play that at BGG Con last year. We played the prototype, and they made a lot of improvements to it. And it's a 4X game that is a card game, and I really think that this might be something that's very, very good and very exciting. I enjoyed it when it was Z, myself, and Jason played it, so I'm hoping that this will be good. Flick 'em Up: Dead of Winter came in at number 5 for me. I saw Tom do a video on this. If you get a chance to head over to the Mighty DT, take a look. Him and Sam did their Miami Dice with it. I think this will be fun. I think I can get a lot of the kids to come over. Oh, excuse me. It's 2 to 10 players. I think this will be very good, and I'm very excited about it. At number 18 is a game that we have and we will be debuting, is Immortals. I got to play this at Origins with Tom, myself, Z, and it was myself, Sam, Z, and Tom. Yes. And I really liked it. I wanted to finish the game. Mike Elliott, once again, did a great job. This comes in at number 18. Okay, Gabby, it's good to see you. Get out. It's amazing how my dog got to try to hog up the whole feed here. Dragon Island, just, normally you say dragons. It's a Mike Fitzgerald game. This here, I kind of want to squeeze in, but it just fell out. When I made this list, it just barely fell out. I was kind of disappointed, but believe me, we'll try to get our hands on a copy. So, moving on. And we are moving on, and we are to Renegade. And with Renegade flip ships, I saw this at the Dice Tower Con. I wanted to get a copy of it. I thought this really, really looked great. This was something that was very, very interesting in how all the ships are always coming down, and you're trying to flick something at them. It's a dexterity game, but it's kind of a Space Invaders dexterity game, and you pick things off. I think this is just really something that is going to really kind of. I think this would be a lot of fun, and with 1/4 players, I'm looking forward to it. This came in at number 17 on my list. And I will, I see some questions on it. I will read off the list at the very end from 20 to 15, but we are going over the list, and we're just doing everything all in one shot and trying to get it done. And a week before, or a few days before I fly out, what we will do is we will go over the complete top 20 and see what we might have moved out or moved in to our top 20. So this is the month before top 20, right before, and we're gearing up for it. And then we'll see if there's any changes or any announcements or surprises that come up, because they do happen. Space Cowboy games, there's just nothing there that I was really excited about. The Ascension line I grew old over. Stonemeyer Games has Between Two Cities, Capitals. I was kind of interested. Didn't fall into the top 20. Stronghold Games, they are coming out with Dark Moon Shadow Corporation. This would have made my top 30. I just didn't feel that it was something that was going to hit in my list there. I'm trying to see if this game made the list. No, it did not make the list. But Flamme Rouge, I played at the beginning of the year, and during the 24-hour marathon, I really, really was excited about it. And with this list, it couldn't fit into my top 20, which I'm kind of shocked. I thought it would make it. Terraforming Mars, Hellas and Elysium, the expansion, that came in at number 11. We really like Terraforming Mars, and Janice is really pushing us to play more of it. I'm looking forward to the expansion for the base game. I hope the components are a little bit better, because I was really kind of disappointed in how everything started flaking off on it. Hopefully they fix that problem. Who knows? Because it looked like the components were just fantastic, and believe it or not, they were not. Upper Deck Games, here we are on page 12. Finally. And a game that came in at number 7 is another Richard Launius game and my good friend Pete Shirley, Shark Island. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a game with sharks? It will be making its debut at GenCon. Fingers crossed, he said, but I think I'm really excited about it. And I really think that this is going to be a great game. It's an adventure and deduction game. You're trying to find, as the shark hides, you're trying to find where he is without getting eaten. And you're trying to flush him out. I'm really looking forward to this. Pete has talked about it, and I've seen it at Origins, and I'm really pumped to get my hands on it. Pete, why don't I have it right now? That's what I want to know. But I'm really looking forward to this. Excuse me, this cold is really kicking the heck out of me. Hopefully we'll be able to rest up over the next few days. So as we're heading in here, and we pretty much covered everything. Did I get that? Victory Point games. Nemo War just came out. It'll be there. I didn't include it in my list, but I think it'll be something really good. But also from that same company, Victory Point Games, is a game I'm really kind of excited about, and it makes the number 20 list, Twilight of the Gods. It's a card game, collectible components, and mythology. Add those together, you got a pretty good thing. Card drafting, deck, pool, hand management, and memory. I really think this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can get my hands on a copy. That'd be kind of cool. And finally, as we really bully through this list. The game that I am really jacked for and comes in at number 3, Dungeons and Dragons Tomb of Annihilation board game. Now the thing that really got me with this is they have a standard edition at $80 with just the figures, but they're going to have one for $160 premium edition with painted miniatures, assuming that the game makes it on time. My wife would play that one. Yeah, there you go, Tim. I'm really excited for this. I have the whole series. It's following the 5th edition. I'm kind of curious to see how the painted edition is, because boy, that would cut off some time, and we can get it right to the table. I know Mike will be happy about that. Wartime is another one I kind of left off. I was kind of on the fence about it. I'm not too sure about it. It's a real-time battle game. I don't know how good it'll be. It plays in 10 minutes. $60 for a 10-minute game? I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that one. So I left that one off the list, even though it does look interesting. Another one that I left off the list, that one that everybody's looking forward to, is Pandemic Legacy Season 2. I've tried to find out as much as I can. All it's going to do is be available for demo at 2017. But why? They're going to have some kind of small section of it because they don't want to give away the game. But I just left it off the list because if we're not going to be able to get it until the end of the year, it's just not something. And if it's a demo version, you're going to have to wait a while. So I just don't. Nah, it won't fit into the list at all. So with that said, that's the entire, so far, everything that's coming out at GenCon. So let's read through my list, starting with number 20. Number 20, Twilight of the Gods. Like I said, card game, looks interesting. Number 19, Sports Dice Baseball. Looking for a good baseball experience. Even though Baseball Highlights is a lot of fun, I'm looking for something a little more just real baseball without robots and stuff like that. Number 18, Immortals. Got a chance to play it at Origins. Really great. Had a great time playing it. 17, Flip Ships. Hey, dexterity game where you can actually play a Space Invader type game with bosses and stuff like that. Legends of the Five Ring collectible card. I don't know if it's a collectible card game, but I had the original. Of course, I have to have it once again. Number 15, Ghostbusters 2. First one wasn't that bad. If you can get your hands on it, go out and get it. And give it a try. It was fun to paint too. Number 14, Folklore, The Affliction. Miniatures, how can I go wrong? Gloomhaven Founders, kind of fit it in there because I heard it might make it, even though it's on Kickstarter. They might have a bunch there. It'd be nice to get my hands on one. I'm interested in the card game. I don't know if it'll make there. I probably a week before I'll know better, and it probably be off the list. And I would probably squeeze in one of these other ones. Number 12, Alien Artifacts. Played it at Origins. I thought it was a lot of fun. Had a great time with it. Z to play a 4X game, a card game, and say, hey, this was pretty good. That says a lot. Jason, of course, just loved it and trusts us all. Terraforming Mars expansion, Hela and Elysium. We really liked the first one. Really like to get the expansion. I think it just added to the game, and Janice really loved that game, so of course we are going to play it. Wasteland Express Delivery Service enters our top 10. I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to be fun. I love the whole point that it has modular boards. Fate of the Elder Gods, Cthulhu and Richard Launius in the same room. I really don't think you can go wrong with that. Oh, excuse me. This cold has killed me. Delve, Richard Launius, Pete Shirley. I'll be honest with you, I can't wait to crack it open, but we're going to wait till we get a little closer to GenCon to show it to you. I think it's only fair. We haven't even opened it up yet. We like to do things when it gets closer to when you guys can get things. Shark Island. Sharks. Pete Shirley, big Shark fan. If you see him or if you know him from this channel, hey, good game. Combat Infantry by Columbia Games. Columbia Games have made a lot of great games. This made number 6. I really think that this is going to be the good war game of the season. I hope this will plug in and be everything that I hope it could. Who knows, I may run into some surprises. You never know. Number 5, Dead of Winter Flick 'em Up. Yeah, gotta have that one. Have to. I just think it'll fit a lot better than the Western theme did. When you say zombies, I think the kids are in. Dexterity, maybe a yes and no. But I think it'll be a good fit in number 5. One that I missed here and I skipped right over too quickly was the number 4 game, Tournament at Camelot. We had a chance to play this with Berkey, Sam, Mike played it. It was Sam's wife, Mike's wife, Janice, and I'm trying to think who else was in there. Oh, I think it was just them. They all played it. They had a blast at it. It is a Tournament at Camelot is a great trick-taking game with a twist to it. And just watching them, I was able to get some film on that from one of the Dice Tower things. Shirley, by the way, not Shirley. And don't call me Shirley. I can't say anything right now because my throat is killing me. So thanks, Kabuki, for the fix again. Boy, what great moderators I have. I'm having a tough time talking to this, let alone pronouncing names. But Tournament at Camelot, I really think that you guys will enjoy. It's a trick-taking game that's a lot of fun. Tomb of Annihilation, Dungeons and Dragons, miniatures, painted version of it, non-painted version of it. That's got to be at number 3 because right now that's kind of seems to be my miniature game. Chinese guy.
No.
They're gonna kill that poor guy.
No. Vic!
All right, so we have Tomb of Annihilation. I mean, this is awesome. Number 2 is Battle Stations. We have a copy. We again are waiting to get it going. We're going to be painting it next week and really do a great job with it. Figures, outer space, role playing, a ton of campaigns that you can do. It comes with a special book that you're going to do all kinds of things with, which would just be great. And number one, Big Trouble at Little China. Got to see this at Origins. I am just jacked about it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So that is our top 20 list as of today, 7/22. Now, about 5 days beforehand, we're going to go over this list without going through the whole list. And we may take some things off as we try to discover and try to find out more things. Or there might be some more things that are released. But I'm very excited with this whole thing and really hope this works. Rob, I'll send a message to Chris from Everything Epic. So I'm going to take your questions for about 5 minutes. And again, I am deeply sorry for all the barking dogs, but let's face it, when I do things live, we just do it live like I normally do, and you should expect dogs drinking water, kids screaming, reality TV in the background, and all that other stuff. We try to make it just seem like you're here, and boy, when they start barking, you're here. So when the guy delivers Chinese and they want to tear his head off, well, you get to hear it all. So there you go. Any good mini games releasing or expanding? The one that's really standing out, I have to say, is Tomb of Annihilation. Battle Stations is a good minis game that I'm looking forward to, and Big Trouble in Little China. And what else did I have on here? Oh, and Fate of Elder Gods. I'm looking forward to painting that. Ghostbusters is another mini games. Those are the ones that I really think are coming out. Drop Zone Commander is getting a volume 2. I'm on the fence with that. I need to see more. I need to hear more. I will tell you this. If you check out the video that I did of Polyversal, you can use your old Hawk miniatures from Drop Zone Commander for that game. And I was really interested in that. Check that video out. I think you'll be a little shocked at what you see. So we'll take a few questions here. Meeple Geek. I have tons of D&D Attack Wing that I've never played, which is a good, which was a pretty good game, but it's X-Wing. And I think they screwed up by having so many things in the air, and then you kind of get confused with the air things and the ground things. I think it kind of took away from it a little bit. I expect Rob will find some new things and that's one of the things that I really get excited about, is finding things that I don't know about and covering them. And just looking at some of the indie stuff, like I found that Picnic Panic game. I was really impressed with that and really liked it. The new pirate-themed version of Frostgrave is coming soon, I think. I'm excited for it. Well, I'd like to see that. We'll see if it comes out there. What do you think of the Wild West Exodus miniatures game? I haven't checked it out yet. I hopefully will be able to check it out soon. You should check out Time of Legends Joan of Arc. It should be demoing at GenCon. I will. I'll check it out. But if it's not coming out, I try not to get everybody hyped up for stuff that isn't coming out, within 60 to 90 days. I actually was attracted to the idea of having ground troops to work with the air units. So was I, and it was such a disappointment when it just didn't work out properly. Hey Rob, when you're at GenCon, can you highlight some of the terrain and hobby companies? Yeah, and I'm going to do a lot better detail of going over some of the different rooms, the painting rooms and things like that. I think it'll be very exciting to do that and fill everybody in on how everything goes. We're doing good. We got this all within an hour. I'm pretty happy about it. So we're going to see if anybody else has any more questions. And right now, that's our top 20 list. So it'll be in the comments. Leland, if you could put it in the comments, please. I would very much appreciate it. And you guys will be able to see the whole list. And as we talk through the whole BGG list. I have yet to play it, so you may be very right. Oh, there you go. Does Rob do a list like this for Essen too? I think it would be pretty useful. Well, I think I'll do one for Essen as well. It's something new I decided to try and give it a shot. What is your top war game coming? The top war game that I saw coming is Combat Infantry from Victory Point Games, but there's another one that really caught my eye, and if I learn more about it, I may be able to get it into the top 20 here, which will be good. Like I said, I was on the fence about King's Will, which you might just find it here anyways. Oath of the Brotherhood I was on the fence with as far as getting in my top 20, and there's another game called 1750 Britain versus France, I think it is. I'm looking for it now and seeing if I can find it. That really caught my eye, and I thought it just might. There it is. Britain versus France, 1750. I think that is going to be very, very good and would fit in very, very well. I may have missed it. Why Folklore Affliction was so low on your list? Do you expect the game to be lacking? I am interested in it. I just don't know enough about it. I haven't seen enough about it, and I really, really want to push. I want to learn more, and this list is going to change in the next month, and that's why it's kind of fun to take a look at this list now at 7/22 and see how it looks. 8/10. A couple days before I leave. Combat Infantry is at GenCon. Are you there for the channel or the Dice Tower? Both. I'm going to be there mostly for the Dice Tower. Me and my buddy Sam, we're going to do a few things together. I'll be in the Dice Tower booth. But I'm going to go spend some time with when I'm off with Miniature Market. I'm going to go to dinner with them and do some stuff for my channel, fill some things in. But my main focus is, of course, the Dice Tower. They are my friends. I do support them. I am part of the Dice Tower still, and really enjoy everything that I do with Tom and everybody else there. Sometimes we have the surprise game from GenCon that nobody expects and is an instant hit. Great point, Kabuki. I'm kind of anxious to see if I can discover or find that and really find what that big hit is going to be. Is Rising Sun playable at GenCon? I believe that they will have a demo copy there. It did not make that this list, but that's because it's not due out till next year. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Any live streaming from GenCon for the channel? I might try to do some. I'm looking into a hotspot and seeing if I can do a little bit of live streaming and give you guys updates day by day live and answer any questions, and anything that you guys want to see, I'll be able to do that very next day. Maybe we'll just have a cam on Sam and let him snore the entire time. That'd be kind of interesting. You can watch him snore. We'll call it the Sam Snore Cam. Will you do a top 20 after GenCon to compare it to your expectations? Excuse me, my throat is really bad. Yes, we're doing this today, 3 days before, and then an after GenCon when we're doing the box opening. And what we do is, like we did last year, when all the boxes come in, we're going to open everything up, and then we're going to talk about what we're most excited about, show it to you guys, and then see where you guys formulate and see your lists of what you want to see, and then we'll play it in that sequential order. Are you interested in checking out the 80s themes arcade bar called Rappers in India? No, I don't go to bars. I just don't drink or anything like that. I think the most I'm going to do is I'm going Mark Street, Sam Cam, new hashtag. Yeah. It's just not my thing. The most I'm going to do is I've got a couple of dinners lined up at St. Elmo's, which is probably the best steakhouse in the world. So I'm going to eat a lot of protein that week, and they got a good gym at that hotel, so I'm pretty happy. That's okay. It's called Tappers. Okay, no problem. And So that's pretty much covers everything. Guys, thanks so much for this. This is our initial list. Leland, if you could just fix the title a little bit and so people don't get confused. It's my top 20 list so far. We're going to do another one a couple days beforehand. We'll make some adjustments, and then we'll be talking and really trying to find some gems, some diamonds in the rough at GenCon. This is always such a fun experience. I really enjoy this. This is where I really like go poking around and see if I can get my hands on things that independent guys may not know about, and take a look at it and go, hey guys, look at this, and give people a real good chance. We know what the big games are going to be, okay? We know what the big hits are going to be, but it's always trying to find that thing that nobody else is looking at. That's the thing that I really enjoy doing, and I just really had a good time last year, and I'm looking forward. It was tiring, but I'm really looking forward to it this year as well. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go rest. I will see you guys Monday. We're painting Endure the Stars, another indie kind of game that I'm really excited about playing with everybody. And they're the same people that are doing Village Attacks. I think this is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to do that. Thanks for everybody for popping in. Hi, greetings from Brazil. Thank you for teaching me how to paint miniatures. Do you intend to paint the Godfather Corleone Empire live soon? Yeah, I got to do a copy for Pete. It's right over there. So I would say his last name, but Kabuki will blow me up. I caught the Janice crud. Yep. Check out a paramedic cleared by Schmirk and Dagger. I'll check it out. I will. And if you guys have anything that you think I should check out, put it in the list. Maybe it might knock something out of this list. I'm going to do some research. We're going to research this real hard. So 3 days before we go, we really have a set list of the top 20 things that we really want to drag home. Hopefully be a top 40, but who cares? Don't want to make them mad. But, hi. You're eating. I don't want to disturb you. But what I'm really looking forward to doing is doing this really beforehand and then afterwards. So that's it for today. Until next time. Wow, an hour and 13 minutes. That's pretty quiet for me. We'll see you guys Monday when we're doing that, and Battle Stations on Tuesday. Till next time, I'm Rob Warren. We will see you guys soon. Everybody have a great evening.